Hello, what's up? What's up, my beautiful, beautiful friends? We are here on a beautiful Monday morning or Monday afternoon, depending on where you are. And I'm going to be talking with Ella from Sexy Fit Vegan. My name is Jeanette, Ms.FitVegan, and we have a real life fit vegan in the house. I swear this is like my long lost sister here. So yes, perfect. Let's get in. And we're going to be talking about two things. Okay, so let's get Ella, and then I'm going to adjust my camera. Hey, girl!
Hi, how are you tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fabulous. It is a fabulous day here in Miami, and you're here in Miami too?
Yeah, I'm in Sunny Isles.
That's insane. I'm in North Bay Village right now.
Oh, yeah, I looked at a place because I just moved, and it's beautiful there. Oh, yeah, that's beautiful. It's surrounded by water, right?
Yep, water right out the window. Sunny Isles is gorgeous too. I mean, South Florida, you can't really beat it.
Yeah, absolutely. And so your name is Sexy Fit Vegan. I have been Ms.FitVegan for a minute now, and I gotta say, you're actually fit. So everyone, you're not. I have a dream of being fit one day, so that's what I want to talk to you about. And so everyone, if you're not following Ella yet, go follow her right now. She is amazing, super inspiring. And first off, I just want to start with, you have been vegan for over 20 years, right?
Yeah, looking at 26 years now. 26 years.
Wow. So were you vegan as a kid? What
Yeah. Yeah, so well, I was 7 when I went vegetarian. I'm 41 now. I was 7 when I went vegetarian for the animals. I made that connection to the food on my plate at a very young age. And by the time I was 15, I had really gone through and done all the research I needed to know to become fully vegan. And I became an animal rights activist. And so animals have been, in my heart since I was a very young child.
Oh, I love that. Vegan for the animals. And I think you have a vegan tattoo, right?
I have a couple. So I have one here on my arm, and then I've got one on my neck because then when I wear long sleeves, I had to get a second one because you know the joke people always say, like, how do you know someone's vegan? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Right,
Yeah.
of course. Well, I'm telling people, but I don't necessarily have to tell people. And then I can just be me and be my happy, healthy self and have it be known that, that's my lifestyle. That's who I am is vegan.
I love that. And, like, I really want a vegan tattoo. I have to get it because, it's just going to be something that I don't have to tell people anymore, just like you. Yeah. Like, look at me like, oh, it's one of those.
Right.
And so,
hi, I'm vegan. I mean, I'm Ella. No, just look.
So, okay, so you've been vegan for, guys, this is what a vegan in their 40s looks like, okay? So if there's anyone out there that is watching that is not vegan yet, I mean, guys, this is what it looks like when you're vegan and in your 40s. That's crazy. I didn't know that you were in your 40s. Wow.
Yes, I'll be 42 coming up in just a couple months. So yeah, I feel better than I've felt great my whole life, to be honest. But like, I feel like I literally feel more fit and more in shape and healthier. And that's in part, the older you get and the tools that we learn mentally and emotionally, those have a huge impact on the choices that we make every day, right? So even though I've been in fitness and I've been healthy a very long time, I had disordered eating. I overtrained. I did a lot of things that I needed healing. I had some trauma that I needed healing from that I've been able to take care of. And now the feeling good and the energy is so strong now, in large parts due to the mental and emotional factors.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, that's a great point. Even though you've been vegan for so long, you're still learning, you're still growing. And guys, I just want to let you know that I didn't know Ella until the Ultimate Weight Loss Bundle, which is something that we are both in. It actually is only available until Wednesday. So 2 days. So if you go to Ella's bio, you can click the link in her bio, or if you're watching on YouTube, just click down below and check it out. It's only 2 more days, and Ella has a course or a program called Burpees and Greens. And let's just say, I want to know what inspired you to do a challenge called Burpees and Greens. I've never heard of it like this before.
I know, and people like cringe. But then they're really interested because people are registering, people who buy the bundle, whether you buy through Jeanette's link or my link or any of the links from contributors in this bundle, which there are over 90 of us. Yeah, whoever linked, you get to register for the challenge as part of that. And it's a 5-day challenge, and it's for everyone of all fitness levels. So yes, burpees are tough. They are a tough exercise. I know this. But I give modifications and video demonstrations and everything of all the modifications so that anyone and everyone can participate in this challenge. Will it challenge you? It better. It's a challenge. So yes. But also learning how to fuel your body and discovering for yourself just how energizing getting in your greens every day is. You know, we think about, oh, we need a energy drink, or we need coffee, or we need whatever to get your energy. Try greens, and try greens in a powerful way. And so I teach you about how to do that, how to get in all your greens, and how to use them to help fuel your movement in your exercises.
Yeah, you're gonna need some fuel. I heard that burpees are one of the most physically challenging exercises, but also give you the quickest results. Is that true?
It really is. They're this full body exercise. You work every muscle in your body, including your heart muscle. So you get your cardiovascular work in, as well as strengthening, and super functional too, because we're talking about getting on and off the floor. I mean, we need to be able to get on and off the ground as human beings to be able to have quality of life forever. So getting in and out of the bed, getting on and off the floor, being able to be connected to the earth in that way. So you're practicing just being able to move, being able to get down and up. And as simple as that seems, as we get older, that becomes harder and harder if we don't have that mobility. So part of this is also the mobility and the flexibility that you need to be able to do these things.
And like you said, you do have modifications. So it's for everyone at all fitness levels. Speaking of fitness levels, okay, so what would you say is your #1 tip for people that just really cannot stick with a fitness routine? So say somebody gets the bundle, which I highly recommend, guys, highly recommend. It's over 100 plant-based, low-fat, oil-free, salt-free recipe books. There's books, challenges, courses, everything you could ever want for the whole year. It's going to set you up for the whole year to really make sure that you are your healthiest, fittest, best version. Say somebody does your challenge, okay? Because, a 5-day challenge, I feel like anyone can really do it. You know what I mean? Right?
Yeah.
5 And then what would you say to them, as far as keeping the momentum and staying consistent with the exercise?
Yeah, there's so many things. So yeah, this can be considered a jump start. And what we're doing, actually, Jeanette, this is very interesting. You buy the bundle, you'll get the challenge. You can do the challenge on your own or with your friends. Great. But we're also going to be doing it together at the end of March. And so after the bundle ends in 2 days, the Burpees challenge, the Burpees and Greens challenge, will still be available for $49 to be able to do it with us. But don't wait and just get the Burpees and Greens challenge and do it with us for $49.
You get price.
Exactly. You get it and 100 other resources for $49. So you got to get it now. Either Jeanette links my link. Get the bundle now, and then you can participate. And when you get the bundle and register for the challenge, you'll get on our email list, and you'll also get in our Facebook group, and we'll be doing it together. So I think community and finding people to share in these things with is really one very important and very effective way to stay consistent. #2 is really continuing, and you got to kind of train yourself here to reconnect and stay connected to your why. Why are you doing these things, right? And is it a powerful enough why? Because if you just I want to lose weight, why do you want to lose weight, right? Weight loss alone is willpower runs out, right? Motivation runs out. Motivation actually follows action is the third piece here. So when we think, oh, I've got to wait to be motivated to then take action, we got to flip that switch. I got to take action, and I'm going to feel more motivated after taking that action and after feeling the effects and getting that exercise high, right? Yeah. So we've got to kind of make some paradigm shifts around working out, around exercise, and also looking at it more as movement and being able to move your body and connect with your body as opposed to a means to an end.
Oh, I love that. So really it's here.
It's all here.
It's here because the belief, the action is going to come before the belief. And then once we start doing the action, we're going to be like, oh, I can do this. Okay. I worked out for 10 minutes today. I walked around the block. I started the challenge, and honestly, this is a great catalyst. 5 days, guys. What a great challenge, Ella, seriously, because I get overwhelmed with like the 30-day challenge. Yeah. I was doing 75 hard. If you've heard of 75 hard.
Yes.
Yep. And like, these are like long, very daunting challenges, but 5 days, I think anybody can do it. And so, okay, it's burpees and greens. Okay. So the burpees, we know why we're doing the burpees. The greens, okay, so a lot of people don't talk about what you were saying, how greens are great for energy and just really important to get every single day. And I did a little research on you. And is this true that you eat greens for breakfast, like a big salad?
Yes. Yes, I'm a salad girl for breakfast. I love my salad for breakfast. And it's not just greens. I put tons of greens. And the secret to getting in lots of greens in that salad is to chop them up. And that's what I like to do. I like to have, you can take huge handfuls of spinach, and when you chop them up like really small, it turns into what seems like not a lot of spinach, but it's a lot of spinach. And then I always do legumes. I'm a big legume fan. So I do a lot of, I know you're a fruit person, and I do fruit too. I love fruit. But for me, the salad works really well with the legumes. It gives me energy, gives me that fiber along with just tons of nutrients, greens, tomatoes, chickpeas, avocado, and then to eat it really mindfully. That's key. Slowly chewing your food to a paste before you swallow. You turn it into a smoothie in your mouth before swallowing. Your digestion starts in that chewing process with the saliva and the enzymes right there in your saliva. You know better when you're full, when you eat slowly and mindfully, so that you can stop and not overeat. And you can listen to your body and see what's working and what's not, and make adjustments for the future.
Yeah, that's something I struggle with, Ella, and maybe you have some advice. I heard you on Chef AJ the other day. You were talking about this and talking about how I think it was Dr. Clapper that inspired you, right? And to slowly chew your food. And that is something that I struggle with. And I have a feeling a lot of other people do, whether they're like watching TV while they're eating, or they're talking, or they're working, or they're just trying to like get food as fast as possible. Can you tell me, how did you start to change the habit of eating really, really fast? How did you do it? How did you just slow down and be able to assimilate and digest your food properly?
Yeah, and I was there with you completely. I scarfed down my food just like most people do for the majority of my life. And I also struggled with digestive issues and bloating, and I would feel like I had to be really careful when I had to eat versus when I was working out, because I didn't want to be too full and my stomach would feel, gassy or whatever. So when I heard I was doing a book signing on the Holistic Holiday at Sea cruise, which is a vegan cruise, doing a book signing, they had Dr. Greger, Dr. Clapper, Dr. Bernard, they had Dr. T. Colin Campbell, all the big wigs doing lectures on this cruise. And her Dr. Clapper, he made this big deal out of chewing your food. Said, you know what? It's time. You're like, I know I'm supposed to chew my food, but I know I haven't been doing it. That very day after that lecture, went into the food hall, took my meal, and I sat there undistracted and paid attention. really what felt like for the first time, like really sat there and was present with my food. I looked at my food, I tasted my food, I chewed my food, I chewed it all the way before swallowing. And it was such a massive difference that I felt right away that first day. I said, I'm making this commitment. And in order to do that, what I had to do, and it doesn't mean you have to do this forever, but it really does take that concentration of getting out of the TV, getting away from your desk, and being present with your food. Now, once you establish this habit, it really does become the new way that you eat. Like it's like I would have to try to eat fast. I am the last one eating at the table, and it's okay because I never want to go back because it feels that good. But and now I can't eat at my desk if I'm in a pinch and I need to do that, because it is automatic for me to eat very slowly, and my food is chewed thoroughly before I swallow it. So it takes a little time, a little bit of extra time, a little bit of extra energy, a little bit of extra focus for a little bit until that habit is developed. And then it becomes your new way of eating, just like your old way of eating was, right? Your new way of eating is take a bite, you put down your fork, you chew it, you experience it, you swallow it, then you go for your next bite. You'll eat without even trying a lot less. You'll eat what your body actually needs because you can actually then know when it's time to stop eating.
Is there, yeah, I'm going to start today. I'm literally going to start today because I feel I eat super healthy, but I definitely eat like way too fast. And then I don't like, sometimes I feel like super bloated and like, it doesn't make sense. I'm eating super healthy food. And so I know that this is the reason. And so question, is there a certain number of times that you started out chewing, like in the beginning?
Yeah, so for some people it really is helpful to count, and so it depends on what you're eating, of course, because like you're eating soup, you can't chew 30 times, but literally 20 minimum for most foods, 20 to 30 chews, if that's helpful to count, which for a lot of people it really is, because it gives you something to focus on. It's like doing breath work, right? And getting present through breath work, because you're counting your breaths, or you're having that to focus on. So yes, 20 to 30 chews is a great kind of rule of thumb.
Okay, guys, leave it in the comment below if you're going to, first of all, take the Burpees and Greens challenge. Okay, just check out the bundle, see if it's for you, see if it can provide value in your life. I know it can. There are some incredible people in this bundle, including Raw Food Romance, Chef AJ, John McDougal, so many different plant-based doctors and people that you know and love. Hi, Carb Hannah, Plantiful Kiki. And so check out the bundle. The link is below if you're on YouTube, or click the link in our bios. And Zin Rosie says that she eats super slow. Wow. Very, very rare. Very important. Herbal tea eats really fast. Yeah, just like me. And so, okay. So we're going to do that, guys. Let us know. I think Seahorse Racer is going to take the challenge. So excited. And so now I want to know about your fitness, because obviously you're super fit. Super fit. And, you know, I mean, I'm wondering if you've always been fit. Has fitness always been a part of your life, and how has it evolved over the years? Have you always looked this fit?
Like I said, I really feel at 41 years old, I might be the fittest I've ever been in my life. That being said, I did start at a very young age. I had tons of energy. Again, I stopped eating animal flesh when I was 7, vegan at 15. I did sports since I was 5. I did a little gymnastics back in the day, and swimming and volleyball, and I've always been into that. Then I got into the gym, got into the fitness industry. So I've been working out my whole life. Yeah, and I love it, and it's evolved. And so now in this moment of time, I've really moved away from like exercise and working out, and more into movement, and how we can move our bodies in a way that both strengthens our bodies, but also helps our bodies be more mobile and active and flexible, and being able to develop skills, body weight skills, through calisthenics type of exercise, through pull-ups and push-ups and handstands. And I love to get creative and have fun. And that's what I like to encourage people to do too, is think outside the box. Think outside the box when it comes to your food. You know, breakfast foods doesn't make sense a lot of the time to eat breakfast foods for breakfast. It doesn't set us up for a good day. So we got to think outside the box.
Even having a salad for breakfast, to me,
exactly.
I'm a vegan, you know, a long time now. I'm like, I don't think I've ever had a salad for breakfast. Why not?
Right. Why not? Why? Because society says that's not a breakfast food? Well, that just seems ridiculous. Yeah. So thinking outside of the box for exercise too. And really depending on where you're at, you know, there are people that are kind of hit plateaus. That's a great time to think, okay, what can I do differently? What can I do differently that will not only help me achieve my fitness goals, but also that'll help me mentally and achieve something that maybe I didn't think possible for myself. And, you know, to make it into something exciting, something into self-discovery and really building a relationship with your body, as opposed to just thinking about, you know, exercise as maybe punishment for calories you feel guilty about, punishment for you looking in the mirror and saying, I don't like what I see, let me punish myself. No, we got to flip that switch. Again, it's the mental piece of this, of saying, you know, what can I do out of love and respect for myself and my body? Because I appreciate my body. I have so much gratitude for everything that it can do for me. And if I treat it well and spend a little time and energy on helping it be strong and mobile and flexible, then what else could I, you know, accomplish? How much better could I feel? And what could I do with that extra energy and strength? You know, it all comes together. And if it's all coming from a place of love and respect for yourself, for your body, and then when we include, you know, the whole vegan lifestyle, you're acting out of love and respect for everyone else on the planet, people, animals, and our environment and climate, of course.
I love it. Win, win, win. And yeah, the answer is love. And that can be hard for us sometimes, right? Because you just said, I think it's so common for people to have to go to the gym or see exercise as something they have to do to be fit and healthy, which I do believe, and I'm sure you do too. You have to exercise if you want to be healthy. Like, forget about the way you look. You know, like, our bodies, they are designed to move. And we can't be healthy with you know, out moving every day. What is some of your favorite exercise right now? Because I know you said it's evolved over the years.
Always evolving.
Things. What do you love to do now to stay in amazing shape?
Yes. So a big variety. Right now I've been really into the calisthenics. So we have Muscle Beach down in South Beach. I don't know if you've ever been. We should get together and do some of these things together. Seriously.
Hold on. I have a feeling you do like muscle. Can you do muscle ups?
I'm working on a straight muscle up. I can do like a bent knee muscle up, working on the muscle ups, hands, all that. But there's so many things I'm working on that I'm still at the very beginning levels on, because some of these things are like, you see other people do them, right? And then make them look so easy. Like even a handstand. Handstand for me is almost like walking on my feet at this point, right? But it didn't at first. It's really, you know, it takes a lot. But that is almost what makes it even more exciting to get started on. However, yes, calisthenics, doing, you know, muscle ups and bars stuff and pull-ups and where I'm having to change the names of a lot of these, because they're like awful animal kind of names. Like, one of the basic exercises in calisthenics is called skin the cat.
What?
Yeah. So I've changed the whole calisthenics communities one by one. It's changing it. I'm calling it peel the banana. So we got peel the banana. I thought you'd like that. We got the peel the banana exercise, which used to be skin the cat. Anyway, so doing that, I do Muay Thai. I'm a kickboxer. So doing, I love sparring and practicing Thai boxing. That's how I get more of like the cardiovascular exercise in. I don't run. I don't love running or doing some other things, but Muay Thai, kickboxing, the calisthenics, I do yoga, I do mobility exercises. I'm really committed right now to taking really good care of my body. So do I lift too? Yes. Just lately I'm in a cycle where I'm doing more body weight stuff, but I'll go back and forth. And really, I call it intuitive exercise, just like we have intuitive eating. And I think also kind of shifting the way we talk about exercise more into the movement, I think makes it more appealing to people as well. So I'm shifting even my language to talk about movement instead of exercise.
Yeah, I love that. And okay, so how long do you, like, how much time do you think the average person needs to dedicate every day to get in the best shape of their life? Because you're in the best shape of your life, okay? And what do you think, like, is the amount of time that do you think somebody can get in amazing shape working out 30 minutes a day? Is it an hour a day? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think it depends on, there are a lot of factors. There are a lot of factors there. Now, one thing that we haven't even talked about that we don't need to go into in depth, but I do have another contribution in this bundle called the Ultimate Starter Plan. It's a 30-day guide. It's over 100 pages, and it's got my workout philosophies. It's got sample workouts. It's got meal plans. It's got meal plans depending on kind of where you're at. It's got guides about what I call build a meal, methods for meal prepping. It's got what I eat in there. And I kind of go through all of this very much in depth in this other guide that's also a part of this bundle. So all you have to do is get the bundle, and you can also download not only the Burpees and Greens, but also the Ultimate Starter Guide, along with your introduction to the raw vegan lifestyle and yes, 100 other amazing resources.
You know that I didn't even know you had 2 books? I'm so excited right now.
The one is a course, like the Burpees and Greens Challenge. You'll actually sign in and you'll go through like a course, and it's got some resources attached. And then the other is a over 100-page ebook that's very in depth on all the stuff that we're talking about right here. So you'll have it all for a lifetime.
Yeah, guys, so there you go, because I have a million questions. I'm sure everybody else does, like exactly what do you eat, exactly how long do you exercise, exactly how can I look exactly like you. So guys, get the bundle, and if you're watching this after March 2nd, go to Ella's page. What is your website?
SexyFitVegan.com.
There you go. SexyFitVegan.com, and then you can find all that she has and that she offers. And yeah, so we were saying about like the average person. Yeah. Okay, a lot of factors, obviously, what they're doing, what they're doing the rest of the day too, right?
Exactly. Just what your lifestyle, how active you are in your lifestyle, what your goals are. Are you really focused on long-term health and activity? Or do you really, you're really committed to getting 6-pack abs, and that's really, motivating you right now? Whatever it is, that's going to make a big difference. Now, and then again, it's as long as you're coming from this place of love and respect for yourself and your body. Otherwise, we don't want to get into that yo-yo cycle of losing the weight and gaining it right back, right? That's what we want to stay away from. That's dieting. That's, exercising out of punishment. That is not developing the mindset and emotional tools that you need to be consistent and to really be in touch with your why, and to give yourself this new way of being where it's your way of life, right? That's what we want to get to. So what that means for you is something that we, as our experts, are here to guide you to figure that out for yourself, is how I see it. We give you samples, we give you ideas, we give you meal plans, we give you workout plans. You try these things, and then you pay a really close attention. You approach yourself and your life with curiosity and compassion, and you say, here's what's working out of what this expert says. This is working for me great. This is not working so great. Here's where I'm going to make some modification. Here's where I'm going to make this into my own. And all of that does take a little time and energy, but once you get it, then it's just your new way of being. So it's worth putting in the work, worth getting this bundle so you can have all the resources and the guidance that you need to create this way of life for yourself.
You said it so eloquently, Ella.
I've been doing it for a little bit.
Seriously, you said it so good. And you know what? I'm not even trying to sell the bundle right now, guys. I just want you to know that the reason why it's so valuable to get all of these resources is what Ella just said. Not everything is going to work for everyone, right? Like, some people love running, and some people love yoga, and some people love bike riding, and some people love more savory meals, and some people love more sweet meals, and whatever it is. And so we can't just try one way, it doesn't work, and then we just give up because that just wasn't the way, right? There's Louise Hay, I'm sure you know who that is. She always says, there's been studies shown that there's over 250 ways to wash dishes. Okay. And so there's always a way, guys. If you have given up, if you've tried and failed, started and stopped, if you had the New Year's resolution to get in the best shape of your life and you've already fallen off, this is a great, great bundle to get, because you're going to get Ella's book, you're going to get my book, and so many others, like 108 others, right? I think there's 110 books.
So, yeah.
And you will find something that you love and that resonates with you. You know that it's for you if it feels good, right?
Exactly. And there really is, there is no failure. There's only feedback, right? There is no failure. There's only feedback. Whatever happens that you seem like it's a failure, it's information. It's really helpful information that you then are armed with, that you get to use to move forward in a more powerful way, right?
Help others, right? Right, Ella? You would agree. We got a great question, by the way, but I'm sure you would agree, because you said you have gone through some things and you had to heal from that. And I know that you are probably helping other people heal from the exact same things that you dealt with in the past, right?
Absolutely.
And so Sherry, my friend Sherry, thank you for being here. She asked if Ella wants to share what tools worked best for her to heal her past trauma, which we were talking about.
Wow, that's a big question. Yes. Well, you know what? Developing a few things. I developed what's called the self-empowerment coaching system, which is a kind of combination of a lot of different methodologies, but it's basically all about reprogramming, and it's about stepping into that role of the observer of your mind, being able to start consistently approaching yourself and your thoughts and your feelings with curiosity and compassion, and challenging those thoughts. Because just because we have a thought, whatever thought that is, thought about what we believe to be true about ourselves, about what we're capable of, about our past, everything is a story. And if we can say to ourselves, okay, the story I'm telling myself is, if we can preempt any thought with the story I'm telling myself is, that gives us room to challenge that thought. Because a lot of these thoughts and beliefs were developed when we were kids by other people. These are not our own thoughts, and we don't realize that. We think they're our own. So if we can start challenging those thoughts and stepping outside and saying, just because I have that thought doesn't make it true. And we can start adjusting and say, hey, you know what? This is the thought that's going to serve me better. Let me have this thought. Are the other thoughts going to go right away? No. But can we start taking action on the new thoughts anyway? That goes back to that motivation after action thing, right? If we can take the actions that we know are serving us, even if we don't maybe believe them to be true, or believe that they're the right, they're the most automatic or natural thing to do, then we get to start shifting our own realities, and we get to start writing our own new story, a powerful story. And then anything's possible from there. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we're living out what we're thinking. And I think Deepak Chopra said that if you want to know what your mind looked like in the past, look at your body. And if you want to know what your mind is going to look like in the future, look at your body now. I'm not sure, something like that. I kind of mixed it up. But basically, our thoughts are creating our reality. It's simple as that. Okay, if everybody knows about Abraham Hicks and Louise Hay, these are people, and Wayne Dyer, people I'm sure you're familiar with, and they have broken it down so simply to let us know that our thoughts do become things, and we are in complete control. And once we realize that, we can take better actions. We can start to move our bodies. No, I'm not going to immediately hang out with Ella and do a pull-up or a handstand, right? Like, I can't do that today, but I can take baby steps to getting there, right? And to like loving the process. I think that is so important. If we hate the process, we're going to find a way to sabotage it.
Yes.
It's just, yeah.
It's not about what's the outcome. It's about being in it and experiencing every day, every activity in that moment and for what it is.
Yes.
And not being so attached to the outcome, because that's where the suffering comes in.
Yeah. And that's, hey, that's tough. We've both been there.
It's tough.
You know,
that's easy.
It's tough because also it's a habit. It's just a habit. And then we just got to get into new habits, right? So guys, pick one new habit that you want to start. One new thing. Maybe you want to start incorporating more greens, like Ella, you know, having it for breakfast, having greens for breakfast. By the way, do you ever do smoothies? Do you do green smoothies?
I do. Not as, ever since I started chewing my food to a pace, I really enjoy chewing. So I do a little less smoothies, but for some people, that's one of those things, again, just because I don't do a ton of smoothies, doesn't mean smoothies aren't fantastic and work for a lot of people. So absolutely green smoothies. When I do a greens, I do one greens powder that I chug every morning as like my insurance. I consider it my insurance. Like just in case I don't get enough greens in other, you know, in other ways, I'm gonna chug these greens every morning and have this crazy burst of energy. And other people I've had do it, they had to quit coffee because they had so much energy. It was like overboard energy.
Can I ask one? Do you mind sharing?
Yeah. It's called Live Ultimate Elixir. I'm not a big supplement person, but this is a pretty extraordinary company, and they actually, I'll have to talk to you about this, Jeanette, because they actually are based right here in Miami Beach, and it's an amazing company. The founders I've met. I only take things that I literally know who founded them, how they sourced them, how it's created, and that it is created out of like super quality and with a lot of love. And
I'm looking for something like that. Like I personally only do, so I do daily green boost, not every day, but a few times a week. And I know the founder, I speak to him all the time. I know exactly how it's produced, what's the intention behind the product.
Yeah.
You know, it saved his life. He's not, like it's not for greed or it's not for profit, even though it's good to make a profit off of doing what you love. But he did it because he started the company because it saved his life. And so, yeah, I'm the same way. I need to know the thought and the integrity behind a product before.
1,000%. They also do, they have a shrooms mix that I put in there as well, that I do noticeably have more focus throughout the day as well. So yeah, that's helpful. And then my salad, and then I eat a ton of green peas and broccoli and all the other greens too.
Amazing. Okay, so I won't keep you too much longer, just 2 more questions maybe.
Yeah.
And then guys, I just want to say again, you only have 2 more days left to check out the Ultimate Weight Loss Bundle. Now, the best thing to do.
Can I say one thing?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, somebody just asked the website for Live Ultimate, and it's actually going to be, if you go to my link, it's and you get a big discount, sexyfitvegan.com/Live Ultimate, and then you know what? Message me because I have a discount code. Send me a personal private message and I'll give you a discount code so you can get like 20% off or something.
I will too.
Do that. Yeah, message me.
I'm totally interested. I'm into it. I feel like first of all, you have a podcast, correct?
I do.
What is it?
It's called Vegan Life Coach, the Vegan Life Coach podcast. And you can access it through on my website as well.
Amazing. I can't wait to listen. I can tell that you're somebody who very intentional, and you do your research, and I can tell that you're not you're super fit, but there's so much more to it, with the mind body connection, and like it's obviously a holistic lifestyle that you share and you approach it that way. So I have a question. Obviously you know who David Goggins is, right? Who does? Has anybody ever called you the female David Goggins? Oh
my God, no, but I'm very honored that could even cross your mind.
When I started researching you, watching some videos and some content from you, and I was just like, whoa, this is like a fit. This is a fit amazing woman. And I automatically, and I heard you speaking, and I automatically was like, huh, wow, she's got her David Goggins, going on. Yeah.
Thank you.
So so you've always been into fitness, and you've had challenges there too, right? Because you, like most people, can't stick to a routine, but then you were like overtraining, correct? Yes. So again, both not healthy, right? Not healthy.
Exactly. No.
Not healthy to overdo it. So you spoke a little bit about how you dealt with that, but can you just speak to people about the fine line of balance? How do you balance your lifestyle? And not do too much, not do too little.
Yeah, it's still tough for me. I love moving. So and I'm very grateful for my time overtraining, because it kind of forced me into some other practices, including yoga, which I did not want anything to do with. I was Muay Thai every day. I was bruised and like battle wounds everywhere every day, and I loved it. Like, it feels so powerful to me. But
you're a warrior. Yeah.
I was literally getting beat up every day, lifting super heavy weights. I just was pushing it. And this was throughout most of my 20s, until I actually then decided, oh, I'm going to do 8 triathlons. I'd never done a triathlon, but why not just sign up for 8? Because that's who I am. And then I actually got a terrible stress fracture in the head of my femur. They wanted to do major surgery, pins and plates and all of that. I refused the surgery, got rehabs, but that was a very long road back to even being able to walk. But it was a reality check. And I then got into yoga, resented the hell out of it for years, because I just wanted to go back to my, old way of doing things. Took me 8 years, but after 8 years of yoga, I fell in love finally, and really started seeing it as more than just a way to physically rehab my body, but it was a mental rehab and emotional rehab as well. And got into the moving meditation component of it, got into meditation and breath work. And that was also, I credit that as well as my self-coaching, to be able to have the presence and to be able to get to that place where I was the observer. I needed that yoga. So yoga is such a powerful tool, and there's so many different types of yoga, and now I'm experimenting. I've got Budokan yoga has really been inspiring to me lately. It's a form of yoga that's very martial arts inspired, but I've done Ashtanga and then Kundalini. I'm really working on the energy side of things, and there's just, when you get to that state of living in observation mode, living in being outside yourself, then everything becomes a game in a sense. Everything becomes an opportunity for exploration and for learning new things that you didn't know you didn't know. And that's what life's all about, really. It's about learning the things you didn't know you didn't know. For me, that's the most exciting part of life.
Yes, that is, going beyond the ego. Because the ego thinks I know everything. Are you an Aries by any chance?
I'm a Gemini, and I'm like a true Gemini. And Sherry just said, okay, if I start yoga today, I'll like it in 2030.
Yes, because you know what, Ella? I'm trying to inspire Sherry to start yoga, because yoga actually also saved my life, changed my life. And I was going to ask you all, what kind of yoga. Already answered it. And yoga is something I also was absolutely not into. I didn't want to do it. I wanted to get fit. I didn't want to, just waste my time with this woo-woo, whatever.
Yes, that's what I thought too. But no, and Sherry, I didn't have anybody telling me about yoga like I'm telling you guys about yoga. Nobody said to me, I hated yoga. I couldn't stand it. I thought I either was going to like it or I didn't, right? And I knew I didn't.
Yes.
I just knew I needed it if I wanted to get back to my other activities. Now things have changed so much, and to know that, and if somebody had told me, if you can embrace it as a meditation, especially when you're somebody who wants to do things faster, and if you can embrace that, I swear to you, it was yoga that helped me be able to keep body fat off. It was the yoga, not the cardio, not the lifting. It was the yoga, because that mindfulness that I developed also transformed how I ate.
Ella, I totally can relate to this, because I have a theory, let me know if you agree, that we cannot change our diet or our fitness or our lifestyle without having healthy ways to deal with stress.
Correct.
Right? Like, it has nothing to, sometimes, guys, most times it's not about the food. It's not about the food. The food is not like jumping into your mouth. The food is, you know, we are just so stressed that we can't think clearly, and so we're choosing the wrong things. And same with you. I had an amazing awakening during yoga that helped me understand that I am in control. I can slow down. I can make choices that I want to make, yes, instead of life happening to me.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And yeah, I totally agree. And guys, this is from two people on the screen right now that did not want to start yoga, that weren't into it. Okay, weren't into it. And luckily for me, my best friend finally convinced me. How did you discover? Did somebody in your life convince you, or?
I was running a gym at the time, and we had yoga available at the gym, and so I had it there available, and I begrudgingly started doing it, and I was like, oh, I'm not ohming. I remember I'm like, I'll sit here, but I'm not ohming. This shit is weird. Like, you know, like this is not what I'm wanting. Let's just get through this, you know. Had such a crappy attitude about it for so long. And now I'm like, oh, feel the energy, you know, and like, oh,
now
I'm
like
with the universe. But you feel it, and it's powerful. Like when you let the guard down and really understand the energetic component of it, it's not woo-woo, and it's backed in science. I mean, you know who else helped me with that was Dr. Joe Dispenza. His science-based approach to reprogramming and to the subconscious and to the manifestation, you know, the science behind that then got me into studying the quantum mechanics and how the energy, you know, all this energy talk, this is all backed in science. This is not woo-woo whatsoever. It's scientific.
I agree. Yeah. And as well. Okay, last question, Ella. Okay. So I want to know, I have so many more questions, but I want to let you go. And also I have another live in 5 minutes. So question, if you could tell every single person in the world one thing, say it was, you know, everyone put on headphones and it was translated into every language that everyone in the world speaks, what is one thing that you would like to share with everyone on this planet?
Wow, that is a very large question. I was not prepared for. Let me think for a moment. After Sherry said, I'm not ohming. Fair, that's fair enough, Sherry. You do not have to ohm. Nobody's gonna make you ohm. You might want to one of these days, but for now, don't worry about the ohming. You just be there. You experience it.
Think about it. I'll give you a few minutes to think about it. And I'm just gonna remind everyone for the last time, check out the Ultimate Weight Loss Bundle, because what we're talking about today is basically what the bundle is for. Okay, you want to find people that you want to be like, either look like, you know, the people that are feeling the way you want to feel, have the health you want to have, right, are doing the things you want to do, and find out what they're doing. Okay, and that's what the Ultimate Weight Loss Bundle is. It's a collection of over 100 books, courses, programs, resources of people that have healed all types of ailments, that are in amazing shape, okay, that are eating an amazing, healthy, plant-based diet for a very long time, okay, and they know what works, they know what doesn't work, okay. So that's part of my contribution, which is an introduction to the raw vegan lifestyle, which is everything that I mean, I've been raw vegan for over 10 years now, and I was not a healthy raw vegan in the beginning. And if I only knew what to do, then I would have been in such a better position, right? Okay, I made a lot of mistakes, and so in my book, you'll find out some mistakes that I made and the things that I have found out in the last 10 years. So it's an introduction, 7 days. Anybody can do. Hey, take my challenge, my program, my meal plan, and Ella's at the same time. Why not? 7 days. And then you're going to get in your fitness, your greens, your nutrition, and it's all going to come together and help you with your mindset as well. So check out the Ultimate Weight Loss Bundle until March 2nd. It's done at, I believe it's 12 p.m. Pacific time. That's 12 a.m. On March 2nd, Wednesday. And then it's done forever. So you can never get it again. Check it out. Click the link in our bios. Okay. Sherry said, I'm just trying to get Jeanette to bundle is awesome. Just downloaded it. No, you have to do yoga. Yoga is the reason that I don't get injured anymore. I used to get injured a lot, and I'm sure you have seen a big difference, right, in your, rate of injuries, because yoga restores our body to its natural state, right, of flexibility. And have you ever done Bikram yoga, by the way?
I did Bikram specific yoga one time. I've done lots of hot yoga, but Bikram specifically once. Is that your yoga of choice?
Yeah, no, I love doing like deep stretch, like slow vinyasa. That's my favorite. But Bikram has really changed my body, and I really do love what it does. So
yes, yes, I have. I'm the name is and what's associated with the name is a little challenging for me to deal with. But yeah, Budokan is something I'm really, really loving. Have you ever tried that?
I can't wait to check it out. No, I don't even know. I never heard of that before.
It's amazing. Connect with me and I'll tell you more about it.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if you could tell anyone in the world, something that they can all understand, it's going to be translated into all languages, what is something that you would tell everyone?
I think I would really help people talk about the power that we have when we let go of what we think to be true. I think that's what it comes down to. When we can see the ego for what it is, and yes, we all have an ego, and that's part of what makes us human. But if we can kind of deconstruct that to a point where we're open and willing to learn and stay in a constant state of learning and knowing that there's so much out there that we don't know, and we're never gonna know it if we stay stuck on being right all the time. If we can let that go, if we can open our hearts, open our minds, and be able to absorb energy and be able to create energy, we're gonna create peace, love in the world for all humans, animals, and help the planet as a whole as well.
I totally agree. Wow, that was beautiful. Guys, if you're not following Ella, please go check her out. The links will be below. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much for taking an hour out of your very busy day to spend with me. And yeah, you're amazing. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you for inspiring the world, and also thank you for being vegan for the animals. I know for a fact that you're vegan for life because you have to be. You have to be.
Because I have a tattoo. Yeah.
I hate that a lot, and I cannot wait to get my vegan tattoo. I just haven't decided where yet, but I'm thinking, you know what? Probably best to get it somewhere that I don't want
everyone can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do it. Yeah. Right across the forehead. Right there. How about that?
Yeah. You're amazing. Thank you so much. I will definitely connect with you. And yeah, let's get together. Maybe I can, because you know what? I'm thinking if I have more fit friends, maybe I'll be more fit, Well,
I just started going to a yoga event on Saturdays as well at Space Park, which is this collective, 100 people come and we put out energy. We put out energy to Europe this past week. Some beautiful things. I'm in the community here. So yes, let's definitely connect. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate everything you do. This was so much fun to be here with you and to be here with your audience as well.
Thank you so much, Ella. You're amazing, and have a beautiful evening. Guys,
thank you.
We'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.